With this video, we explain the channel routing menu. In the default state, the channels are assigned 1-to-1. This means that output channel 1, front left, receives its signal from input channel 1, and so on. For a completely new configuration, it is recommended to remove the preset settings. This is done using the Clean button. We will now demonstrate the configuration for 3 common situations: standard 1-to-1 channel assignment for a center speaker, and channel assignment for one of 2 subwoofers in stereo mode. Example of 1-to-1 channel assignment. At the top left, we see CH1 off. This is the current designation for output channel 1. When we tap the field, a selection of possible channel labels appears, giving us a better overview within the entire app. In our example, we rename CH1 to FL for front left and press OK. In the next menu, we can define the general frequency range that this channel should reproduce. Depending on the selection, the corresponding high-pass and low-pass filters are automatically activated in the crossover menu. These can, of course, be adjusted later. In our example, we select full for the entire frequency range. In the next step, we press Go to assign the corresponding input signal to the configured output channel. We see 6 channels here, corresponding to the 6 input channels of the A894DSP. This applies to both the high-level inputs and the RCA cinch inputs. For the 1-to-1 channel assignment, we now move the level of InCH1, which stands for input channel 1, all the way to the right, setting it to the maximum. The other channels are moved to the left to the minimum, unless they are already set that way. Example of center speaker channel assignment. In our example, we press CH3 off and select front C for front center. Again, we choose full for the entire frequency range. Next, we select the 2 input channels in CH1 and in CH2 as the source and move the level sliders to the right, setting them to the maximum. If it turns out later that the center speaker distorts due to a high input level, the input levels of both channels can be adjusted accordingly until the desired result is achieved. The other channels are again moved to the left or set to a minimum. Example of subwoofer channel assignment in stereo mode. In our example, we press CH5 off and select sub L for subwoofer left. Here we choose the only available frequency range. Next, we select input channels in CH1 and in CH3. These are usually assigned to the left front and the rear sides, and move the level sliders to the right, setting them to the maximum. If it turns out later that the subwoofer distorts due to a high input level, the input levels of both channels can be adjusted accordingly until the desired result is achieved. The other channels are again moved to the left or set to a minimum. The same procedure applies for the right subwoofer. A mono subwoofer is set up similarly to a center speaker, but configured specifically as a subwoofer.